Yo, what's going on, guys? Rhys here from More Than Lifting with the More Than Lifting podcast. We're talking about body weight training, calisthenics and gymnastics, all that kind of fun stuff. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 exercises that you need to be doing if you can't do pull-ups yet. Okay, they're not direct progression exercises to pull-ups, they're just other strength exercises that are going to help you get there and help you maintain a kind of balanced workout. So we're going to get into that, but before we do that, I'm going to cover a few little things about these changes. So in the last episode, we said bye to Chris, and from now on, it's going to be just me, mostly. We're going to have a couple of guests maybe later in the year, but for now, we're just going to be covering very short tips on training, and they're going to be quick episodes that we're going to have out about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes at a push, but it's mostly going to be straight down into the nitty gritty rather than previously when me and Chris would basically just chat for ages. And although that was great, while I'm here by myself, because one-man banter is pretty lame, I'm just going to try and cover what is important, what you need to learn, and just get straight to the point. Okay, so let's just get started then. So if you can't do pull-ups and you just kind of started bodyweight training but you can't quite do pull-ups yet, that kind of puts you at a bit of disadvantage because it's one of the kind of starting exercises. Like if you can't do pull-ups, really it can be quite difficult to find stuff to do to get to that level other than negative pull-ups, assisted pull-ups, and just general pull-up progression exercises. So today we're going to go over a tricep, which is just 3 exercises you can do as a circuit, and these are going to help you build up a bit of strength to even be able to do pull-ups, but also keep your workouts quite rounded and balanced overall, so that you're not neglecting another part of your body just because you're trying to focus on pull-ups loads. All right, now obviously pull-ups are important. They're one of the 3 kind of main exercises you do as bodyweight training, so you do want to try and get to this level. But when you're starting out, if you can't do pull-ups, you can't do pull-ups. It's that simple. So what I'd recommend you start with first is inverted rows, and inverted rows are the push-up equivalent of pull-ups, really. You do them on like a dipping bar. You keep your legs out in front of you, horizontal, like a kind of upside down plank, and then you pull up to the bar for reps. Okay, and these are a great progression for pull-ups because they're kind of the level 1, but you don't need to do pull-ups to do them, and they're great. You can do loads of variations of them and stuff like that, so you can be working your muscles in different ways and learning different exercises without going, I still can't do pull-ups yet, I need to blah, 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 because that can take time. And while you're working on your negatives and your assists and all that stuff, you still need to be able to do a full workout. Otherwise, you're kind of leaving a lot on the table. Okay, so inverted rows, number 1. Number 2 is push-ups, and they're a push exercise. They're not really related to pull-ups in a way, but with inverted rows, you need to keep that balance of your workout across all your movement patterns. You got your push, pull, and isometric, which, although isn't really in this, it's like the push and the pull are really the 2 sides of your body. So it's really important that you keep those balanced with your strength training, okay? And so push-ups, everyone knows how to do a push-up. Obviously, it's like an upside down inverted row, if you want to think like that, where you're just on the floor and you're just pushing out for reps like a dynamic plank, as old coach Thatcher would have said. So push-ups, just obviously try and maintain good form, keep your elbows tight into your body, not sticking out at awkward angles, and keep your body nice and flat, just like is important to do with those inverted rows. All right, so that's number 2. We've got inverted rows so far and push-ups. And now for number 3 is like a core exercise. If you can't do pull-ups, it's unlikely that you'll be able to do hanging leg raises because they take a lot of shoulder strength, which is mostly developed with pull-ups and exercises like that. So the next one is supported tuck raises or hanging tuck raises, and they're just the progression or the stage before your hanging leg raise, which, if you've noticed from this, is kind of a theme. It's like this beginner's tricep of 3 exercises that'll take you to that foundation tricep, which is the pulls, the dips, and the leg raises. So this is like the stage 1 before that. This is how you'd get started with calisthenics if you can't do pull-ups yet, and how you can start getting with a well-rounded bodyweight workout without being able to do like pull-ups and hanging leg raises, which are obviously also quite advanced. So tuck raises, you can do them, like I say, supported on dipping bars, where you're just like in the top of a dip position with your arms nice and locked, and you're just bringing your knees as high as you can. Really, you want to be pushing through as well and kind of kneeing yourself in the face, but if you can only get it up to your chest with good form, then really you should start there. And the same with the hanging variation. Activate your scapula so your shoulders are set nice, and then you're just bringing your knees up into your chest or up to your face if you've got a bit of that shoulder strength. And that's always good to try and do as well, because that creates more dynamic tension in your shoulders and will help build up that strength as well. So if you can like raise up into like a tuck front lever or something like that, that's good to do for reps. All right, so that's it. That's the beginner's triset, or the 3 exercises to get started with calisthenics if you can't do things like pull-ups and hanging leg raises yet. It's inverted rows, push-ups and tuck raises. All right, you can find out all about these in more detail and a whole lot more with the foundation workout, which you can just get by typing morethanlifting.com/foundation. And yeah, that's it really, guys. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Like I say, these are going to be short episodes going forward, so 6 minutes is pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's it. Like I say, the beginner's triset, inverted rows or bodyweight rows, push-ups and tuck raises. You can do them as a hanging or a supported variation, just depends on your preference. I would say do them both, but you know, I'm just like that, I think. All right, so yeah, find out more at morethanlifting.com/foundation. Otherwise, keep in touch with yourselves. So catch you in the next episode, which they're going to be coming out twice weekly now. So yeah, catch you in the next couple of days, and yeah, have a good one.